Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
How about special teams being special on the opening kick? You work in meetings all week, and we might have a chance to bust one. First kick, takes it, busts it through, uses the speed, takes it all the way back to the house. What a start.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida Gators offense will start this game off. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some... And we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
He's got his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Lagway. Gets open down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gators will hustle to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air, it's Lagway. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Gator! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997. Versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
They'll line up for a second down play. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. At the 45 on his way. Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Cornhuskers are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Livingston. Tackle is made after the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Abrams.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to... And that pass intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Working that left side now. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Huskers are flying down the field. Powers forward. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He caught it, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Splits the uprights. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, we've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. An entertaining 1st half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
And the Huskers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. They get him down after he makes the catch. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll pull it on the read. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Huskers! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
To the air, it's Lagway. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the Gators will punt this one away.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Got enough for the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quarterback checking off. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got his man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Livingston. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're working that left side. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This offense has a 2nd down play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The aerial assault continues. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida. Has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel. The throw to the end zone, picked off. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Line getting set on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the stomping has commenced. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, they can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They want to throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to the air one more time. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get a few 1st downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Misfired on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, James.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.